Moving on now, tensions between Israel and Iran have reached an alarming level over the assassination of Iran's top nuclear scientist Mohsen Fakhrizadeh, who was killed last year in November. A new report has emerged on his assassination, which may sound like something straight out of a science fiction action movie. A recent report published by the New York Times suggests that the father of Iran's nuclear program, Mohsen, was killed with and I'm quoting here, AI-assisted remote control killing machine designed by Israeli secret agents. The report further explains that the assassin was a skilled sniper who was monitoring his move through a computer screen. This assassin pressed the trigger from an undisclosed location, which was somewhere thousands of miles away from the target, but Iran has dismissed this New York Times report, calling it just a newspaper report.
آقای دکتر امیر عبداللهیان فردا عازم نیویورک خواهم بود برای شرکت در مجمع عمومی.
Mohsen Fakhrizadeh died last year in November in a roadside ambush after a truck explosion. Iranian officials were quick to blame Israel for the attack, claiming it was carried out using sophisticated electronic devices. I'm quoting here, by the way. His death was seen as a major setback to Iran's nuclear program. However, the reports of artificial intelligence and remote-controlled machine guns are not new. Earlier this year, the Jewish Chronicle had published similar reports on the assassination. The report from world's oldest Jewish newspaper said that Israeli secret intelligence team Mossad had mounted the automated gun at the site. The report also said that the bespoke weapon operated remotely by agents on ground as they observed the target and was so heavy because it included a bomb that destroyed the evidence after the killing. Also, our correspondent Jody Cohen has sent us this report from Jerusalem. Let's listen in.
At the time of Fakhrizadeh's assassination, an anonymous Israeli official reportedly spoke to US media, saying the world should thank Israel for the killing of the top Iranian nuclear scientist. However, Israel has not formally claimed responsibility, and no statement has been issued after this new report as well. The report names the then Mossad director, Secretary of State, CIA director, US president, and Israeli PM as all being in the know and engaged at some level in the plan. With all of them now out of their seats, it remains to be seen if any will choose to react. Meanwhile, analysts believe the assassination did manage to delay Iran's nuclear program by some months, allowing further time for negotiations on potentially returning to the nuclear deal. This is Jody Cohen from Herzliya.
These two brothers are going to keep fighting until all hell breaks loose. Basically, Mossad assassinated Iran's top nuclear scientist using an AI-powered remote-controlled machine gun, report says. The father of Iran's nuclear weapons program was on the top of his Israelis' hit list for 14 years. On November 27, 2020, after a failed attempt to kill him a decade earlier, Mossad family managed to assassinate Mohsen Fakhrizadeh. Their weapon of choice, a remote-controlled machine gun that required no on-site operatives and utilized advanced artificial intelligence technology, according to a report by the New York Times. The deadly weapon was a special model of a Belgian-made FN MAG machine gun, which was attached to an advanced robotic apparatus, the New York Times reported. It weighed about a ton and was controlled by Mossad operatives outside of Iran, thus ensuring the safety of Israeli agents, intelligence officials told the media outlet. In order to get the weapon into the country, the Times said it was smuggled into Iran piece by piece and was secretly assembled in time for the hit. The Mossad had been following Fakhrizadeh since 2007, the Times reported, and the Israeli National Intelligence Agency reported set in motion plans to assassinate him in late 2019 after discussions with former President Donald Trump and high-ranking U.S. officials. Fakhrizadeh was a top target because Israeli intelligence officials said he was leading Iran's efforts to building a nuclear bomb. Israel had considered a variety of methods to assassinate Fakhrizadeh, according to the Times, and the Mossad had weighed up detonating a bomb near his armed convoy, forcing him to halt, and attacking him with snipers. The plan was shelved. Instead, the remote-controlled machine gun idea was floated. The New York Times reported that the computerized weapon was attached to an abandoned-looking pickup truck, which was fixed with cameras and explosives. It was positioned at a major junction on Fakhrizadeh's route to his country home by Iranian agents working with the Mossad. Once Fakhrizadeh's vehicle arrived at the junction in November 2020, Mossad operatives were outside of Iran, used the cameras to positively identify their target, and unleashed a hail of bullets from the remote-controlled machine gun. He got out of his car, the New York Times said, and was hit with 3 more bullets that tore into his spine. Reportedly, his bodyguards looked confused as they could not see an obvious assailant. The kill took less than 60 seconds, and only one injured Fakhrizadeh, the paper reported. The explosives on the pickup truck were supposed to damage the machine gun beyond repair, but instead remained largely intact. As a consequence, the Times said Iran's Revolutionary Guards were able to correct access that a remote-controlled machine gun equipped with an intelligence satellite system using artificial intelligence had carried out the attack. My thing is this could possibly be a way of new warfare. Okay? And the fact this could possibly end up increasing the beef that Israel and Iran have already. But this could be the new form of warfare that could be not only just for Israel, but for the U.S. as well. I already know that Israel's ties run deep in the United States. Very deep. So tell me what you think about this story. What do you think? Do you think this is a good idea for Israel to do this? Even though they have their own dirt themselves? People will say, well, we stand with Israel and stuff like that. But Israel, has their own views about Americans. That's the thing. And they have their own dirt, how they're harming Palestinians. So what do you all think in the comments about this? Tell me what you think. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Later.